Hey, what's up? I got customer request for a part. He's given me a couple parts to combine some of the features into one. This is the first part. It has this notch that he would like to keep. This is the second part. Similar on the top, just doesn't have the notch, but he wants the part to have the threads. What the part is for and who it's for is not something I'm always going to be able to talk about. It's pretty irrelevant to me. I just make the part. I'm going to have to create this one from scratch. So we'll be starting off with some modeling on the computer. And for most of my lathe work, I do hand coding. I use Notepad and do a lot of typing. So I'll show you some of that. And then we'll go out, warm up the machine, got to do a little cleaning, set up tools, set up the home, run a part, yada yada. So I've already drawn this up, and luckily Fusion's got a little playback feature, so I'm just going to run that through for you. Alright, I got Notepad open. This is a lot of gibber for most of you, I'm sure. But, you know, this is what I got to deal with when it comes to programming my 4-axis lathe. We got a lot of stuff, and feel free to comment in the comments if you have any questions about specific parts of the program. And I can kind of go over that later or something. Pretty basic. I got, we'll start from the top. You got one tool to do the face and roughing the profile. I got a tool to do the finish of the profile. I got to do a little grooving to do the thread relief. We're gonna do finish the thread diameter because it's kind of a back working type of deal. I got a tool for threading. And we got a nice insert drill to do the inside, rough out the inside. A boring bar, run the inside. Using a 1/4 inch end mill to interpolate the notches. And then we're going to part it off. And then I got a little puller. I'm going to pull it, start another part once I get it dialed in. Alright, got the machine turned on. Got to do a little bit of cleaning out of the inside of it here from the last time. You know, that guy didn't clean anything out. And then I got to skim some oil off the coolant, warm up the machine, and then I'll be back to show you how I set up my tools. Alright, finished cleaning up. I got my tools out. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing those in. Some of them are already in the machine. I don't always take them out. A couple of them I got on the counter here. I'll give you a quick little view and then I'll get back to work. Alright, so this one I'll be doing my OD roughing with. This is my OD finishing tool, my OD threading tool, and this will be the OD part tool. I'm going to swap out these two for my insert drill and my boring bar, and wire in the through the tip coolant. And then up here, these are my live tools, they're like millworking tools. And I'm gonna probably swap that one out to put the 1/4" end mill in, which I'll do the notching with. Alright, this is a 1/4" end mill that I'm gonna run at a 3/8 AR-20 collet. I got an insert drill. It's got inserts in the end and through the tip coolant. It's been used and abused. Some of the plumbing I got to use. It's another through the tip type of tool, insert, boring bar. Some of the plumbing I got to use to get it on there. Alright, well that's putting in all the tools, but I do remember I gotta change out the spindle liner, so we'll do that next. Alright, got the spindle liner in. I even put in the collet. I'm going to throw some material in and touch the tools off. Alright, so that's touching off the tools. Now I'm ready to take a whack at making this part. It's going to take some checking size and all that stuff when you run the part. First time, you set the tools as close as you can so you don't get any loud bangs. But once you run the part, then you're going to have to measure it and make slight adjustments until you get all the dimensions dialed in. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Alright, so I got the program in the machine. I'll have to show you that another time. But it's got a little bit of a simulator on it. It's really kind of confusing if you don't know what you're looking at. Program is only one half of the part in one plane, but this software on the simulator here on the machine does you a favor and shows you a mirror image of your toolpaths to kind of give you an idea of what your part looks like. But when you add milling and stuff into it, it becomes kind of confusing, although in this particular view you can't really see it. So I'll run the simulator for you, you can kind of see it. Alright, so that's kind of the simulator. I kind of stepped it through for you. Like I said, it's pretty tough to show you. And I can't run the simulator on the software on the computer because I write everything by hand. So now when I run the part, I'm going to have coolant and I can be able to see anything. So what I'll do is just kind of pause between each tool and show you how much it's done. Alright, so I got that part out, I cleaned it up a little bit, I didn't deburr it or anything. I'm going to show you everything, I just got that coolant off. But you can see I got a lot of burrs on here from the notching. That's because I used an old tool to proof the program. I did forget to change the pitch on the threads, so they're not quite right. I think I might have nicked the back side, but in the light I really can't tell anymore of this little lip. I checked some of the sizes, and it's supposed to be 875, so that's running pretty good. I think this is supposed to be 750. Kind of hard to check when I got the burrs, but it looks pretty close. I don't think any of this is really that close, that precise. So got a couple little changes to do to the program, and then I'll run a good part and check that out before I run it on auto, and I'll show you a part before once I get it all dialed in. Alright, got that part finished. It's coming out pretty good. Put a new tool in there. It's still got a little bit of a burr, but you can clean that up. Pretty expected to be kind of on these milled lathe parts. I got the right pitch on the thread. Was able to use some thread wires to check it. All I got left is a little bit of a burr on the inside. I use an edge knife or a deburr tool, whatever you want to call it, to remove that. And these are the thread gauges, if you haven't seen those. Real pain. Got to put 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Let me show you how fun that is. like to turn it around. There's some sort of Bruce Lee thing. Unbelievable. Somebody came up with this. Falling apart on me. Damn thing. So yeah, dude, these things must take some serious practice. I bought them a while ago to do this, and instantly went out and bought a thread mic. So that might be the case. There we go. That's it. That's how you do it. It's crazy. So anyways, alright, thanks for watching, both of you. I'll make something else, try to get better at this. Do another one pretty soon. I got plenty of stuff to make, so I'll just keep doing these little commentary B-roll edits until I get it figured out. Alright, see you later.